Hey guys, it's Mike the Wrestling Guy Smith. So, I just did my SmackDown predictions. I'm waiting for SmackDown to come on, so I'm about to make me another video. How I did with the yesterday with the WWE disconnecting thing. So, I'm gonna talk about the wild card rule because this is I'm a little frustrated with this, and I'm gonna take it like a different spin with Steven Larson is going to do because they break. I'm gonna break it up into my version of it. The wild card rule should have never been created. I think it's stupid. I really think my first problem with it is why are we doing this? Why are we doing this in the WWE? The wild card rule shouldn't be in professional wrestling. It shouldn't have been that way. That's because all that cross branding crap would have happened, and it should have never happened in 2006, 2005. It shouldn't have been a cross branded thing. It should have been brand split 100%. That was the point of the draft round in 2004 to split the brands to get the saturation out because it was oversaturated because every roster was stacked to the brim with guys. So when they got new guys like John Cena and Rob Conway and Chris Masters and all these dudes from the Ruthless Aggression era, they couldn't do it. And now, 2019, like 14 years later, 2019, this is stupid. It's stupid because they're literally wasting everybody's time. They literally will sit around. They will literally sit there, do this, that. No. Why it's stupid? Because it can't be done. It can't be made. It can't even be 100% done. Because the joke is, they'd rather do all this extra stuff to build and all this extra stuff. Like I said, I'm not angry. I'm not angry with this shit. I'm not. But I'm done with this wild card rule shit. I'm done. I'm fucking done. And I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to curse, but I'm done. I can't deal with it. This wild card situation even sounded ridiculous on Raw because it should have never happened. That big promo segment was a waste of time. For nothing, for some bullshit. And I just feel like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo. And I don't fault Raw for nothing. I don't. I like them. But they just keep screwing with everybody. 3 hour show, my ass, like, it really shouldn't be this way. And I'm sorry, guys. But like I said, why? That wild card rule is so stupid. It's so dumb. Because the fact is, why would you have Raw? Why would you have SmackDown Superman coming to Raw? Then you have Raw Superstars coming to SmackDown? Really? It doesn't work. Why? Why are we doing this, man? Why are we sitting there doing this? Why? Why? Why are we doing this? So Vince can do this. So Michael Cole and Corey and Renee can talk about this wild card rule. What they were talking the crap out of last night. Like I said, it doesn't make any sense. The wild card rule doesn't. It shouldn't apply to anything. I can see it applying to football. I can see it applying to basketball, but not to wrestling. Like I said, I don't hate it, but this is what I mean. They keep doing this. It's like they're trying to get Raw's ratings. The reason why Raw's ratings suck is because they have no titles. They have no, what's the word I'm looking for? No stakes in it. Because their roster is gone. It's depleted. And the joke is Steven Larson want to sit here and sugarcoat and say, and I'm not gonna defend the wild card rule. It doesn't work. They basically made the Raw shouldn't have been the ratings should not have been that way. They shouldn't have been crappy the way they were last night. No way in hell. Despite whoever you have on Raw, it should have drawn. And here's the funny thing. Why is there never... You know what? I didn't understand that the World Heavyweight title match with Daniel Bryan. I didn't get it. I did not understand it. Why is it on Raw? Why? It should have been on SmackDown. That would have actually worked. Or better yet, you could have put Lars Sullivan in the mix and made it fun. Nope. Because Vince thinks that, oh, if he's... And I think in the back of his mind, and I'm sorry, he's a 70-plus-year-old man, but what is going on with him? This dude can't even keep his people from quitting. And say, oh, you know, Dean Ambrose quitting and him not signing his new contract he doesn't want to do it anymore. No. It was because y'all put him in lackluster angles. You put him in a lackluster story. You made him have a crappy Intercontinental title reign, which would have worked out at the end of the day if actually Seth would have been Universal Champion before Brock came back. But y'all didn't want to do all that, and y'all wanted to put this thing in here and say, you know what? And I see it. I saw it last night with the Revival. I saw it last night. I seen it with the Usos. They it's like they don't know what to do with them. The tag team division is always lacking because of the fact that Raw doesn't know how to take care of their talent like SmackDown does. That's the point. I remember when the New Day fought the freaking Revival and lost to them in their debut match, because the thing is, the Revival was good because they had tag team development, tag team tactics they would never use, that they don't even get to use anymore because they're lackluster now. They keep losing match after match after match after match and don't win the titles. So, to the point now we got the War Raiders or the Viking Experience. And like I said, that's my problem with the wild card rule. It's such a dumb rule. This above brand crap is ridiculous. Why are they doing that? Why are we having a double women's champion on two brands that you know that if the thing is, if they're trying to make her a keeper on the belt, which they should have just made an undisputed women's champion in the beginning, we wouldn't have this. But I realized they didn't, and I realized why they want Becky to do it. Because Becky will go back and she'll fight Lacey Evans, and she'll have a match with her, and Lacey Evans will win the title because they don't want her to drop it to her. It's the lackluster of the women's division. If you had somebody like Shayna Baszler, everybody be wanting to fight her. Like Dakota Kai, everybody be wanting to fight her too. And you know what's funny? I'm actually glad they don't try to take them yet. Because you know why? Oh, wait a minute, I get it. I get the reason, because Vince likes her, Triple H likes her, but the funny thing, she hasn't done anything to get the approval or to get the approval of the fans. Because nobody likes her. Her gimmick is dumb. She can't be a classy lady in WWE. It doesn't work. The gimmick doesn't work. It doesn't. It just doesn't work. And I'm sorry, guys, but like I said, it shouldn't be a wild card rule because they believe this and they believe they're doing something right. No. See, this is why SmackDown beats them every freaking night, every week, every month, because they can't do it. Because the lack of the commentary was so dumb. They kept talking about this wild card rule thing between the entire thing, the entire episode of Rick and Raw, and the whole season of it. Why are we doing this? Why are we playing around with this wild card thing? We can't keep playing around with it. It's a tiger crap. It's Tiger. Like I said, I don't see it. I don't see it, man. This wild card rule is just dumb. It's the dumbest thing I've seen WWE even come up with. It's because I feel like they're not even trying. And the fact of the matter is, and I wonder, and I really wonder what WCW would have done if they ever had a brand split. I really would want to see it. I would really want to. I would really want to see what could they do. And it just felt like they took everything, and it just feels like they're still doing it with Raw. And it's like either Vince doesn't know and he won't Triple H do it, he won't let Triple H come in and do it. It's like he doesn't. It's like he doesn't know. It's like he never knows what he wants to do, and that's my point. They're sitting there playing this, and this is what I mean. You take the card from NXT. You take Aleister Black and Ricochet, put them on Raw as tags. You break them up, put Ricochet in the mix, but that dude don't get a title shot. In my mind, I'm like, okay. So this wild card rule was only applied last night. Just think it was a rule to make us think, hey, it's not a rule, it's a thing, it's a stipulation. No. No. I'm sorry, guys. No. It, and I'm actually gonna be honest with you guys. This should have never happened. I'm sorry, but Vince has got to face facts, and Triple H has got to face facts. The reason why Raw is sinking and sinking into the ratings pool is because they're not doing their talent. They're not even giving their talent justice. They're not. I'd rather be on SmackDown being a World Heavyweight Champion than a Universal. Because the joke is, the guy who's our Universal Champion, they won't even let him defend the title because they want to sit there and play this game like, oh, we're going to, I thought it might take it to the new heights. But nah, bro. We getting the same junk. We get Roman coming from Raw because the dude think he going to stop and that's the point. I didn't want that dude on Raw. But then, the only reason he went to Raw last night was because the ratings are crap down there. Because now that SmackDown has him, they could get more stories out of him. He can make more of a payday. And then the funny thing is, the WWE Universe wasn't even into it. He wasn't into it. And this dumb, this lukewarm rivalry with Samoa Joe and Ray doesn't work. And then Bobby Lashley's not reaching his potential because they're kind of holding him back, but they won't let him be freaking Universal Champion for some dumb reason. And I don't understand that, but I get it. And like I said, guys, and I got one more thing to talk about, then I'm going to go. But like I said, the wild card rule, it was only made because of Roman. That's the only reason that Raw did as bad as it did last night. If Roman didn't show up and Vince was able to do that promo and they got all those dudes to come out and Daniel Bryan would have stayed on SmackDown and waited, and the thing is Seth would have probably came out and made a decent promo on the show, would have worked. That's why. But anyway, guys, I'm going to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.